Are we on?
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. Very exciting week. Halftime report coming up today
Right. Halftime report.
Yes, you forgot your halftime report?
I maybe did. I forgot about that.
That's okay. I got them down every position, and we'll go over it together, and we'll talk a little bit about that. What players are doing well halfway through the season. This is really about the halfway part of the season. Most teams have either played 8 or 9 games, obviously, and an 18-week season. We've done 9, so it's our halftime report. We're very excited about that. We're also going to have a guest via telephone, and that would be Grandma Helen, right?
The one and only, the best football knower. You got to stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, you ain't going to want to miss Grandma Helen. She's going to make her picks with us a little later in the show. We are two dorks on a couch. We're very happy that you've joined us tonight. And we're going to start out with a little bit of fantasy, how our fantasy teams did. And we'll talk a bit about who did well and who was struggling this week as far as fantasy players. So go ahead,
Why don't we
Levi.
get into our teams first?
That's what I'm talking about. How'd you do?
There's a 9-0.
But 9-0, whatever that is, 9-0, whatever. Okay, so 9-0. Congratulations, another win. So that any players that you want to talk about a little bit that did well for you?
Rico Dowdle. I love that guy.
My gosh, I was looking at rushing leaders through week 9, and he's like number 6, and the guy didn't even play
he only has played 3 games.
Yeah, he's going crazy. What a pickup that was. And anybody else on your team? Was it Dowdle,
Josh Allen, and Fairbairn, but now Fairbairn is injured.
Yes, he is, and it sounds like he is going to be out this week, so you'll have to pick up a
my team is. I'm not winning this week.
You say that every week.
Well, you should look at my team.
So you got a lot of buys?
Yep, Jamar Chase, Chase Brown.
Okay, well, you do have pretty good depth on your bench, I'm sure. I'm not going to feel sorry for you. I'm struggling along. I am over the Mendoza line. I'm 5-4. I've been just right around that 500 mark. I'm happy to be over 5-4. I had a couple players that did well for me. Lamar Jackson came back. I was a little hesitant to play him because Daniel Jones has been rolling pretty good for me after I picked him up, but I put him in. He got me like 35 points. And then I also had, let's see, who else did good for me? Laporta. Laporta came around and got me about 19 points, one of the top scoring tight ends. So didn't really do real crazy score wise. Sometimes you got to win those games. It was a defensive battle. I won 106 to 986 or something like that. So about 20-point win. But a win is a win, and that's what's important. Those of you who are playing fantasy understand that. So let's look into some players. I'll start with the quarterbacks, and we'll see which ones did well this week. Kalen Williams was number 1. I think he's been on that top 5 list a couple times now. He had 43, almost 44 points, and he was about 25 over projected. Joe Flacco, there's that guy again, every other week guy, I guess.
That game was funny.
That was a crazy game. He had about 42 points, which was 22 over his projection. He was projected around 20, which is pretty good for a quarterback. Darnold, your guy, Seattle's quarterback, 37 points. He was about 19 over projected. Matthew Stafford had around 35 points, and he was about 15 over projected. And Geno, where did Geno come from? Out of the blue, he was around 34 points, and he was 18 over projected. So those are the quarterbacks I have. Do you have any other ones that I may have missed that over?
I think I have the exact same ones as you do.
Okay.
I added Lamar Jackson. Welcome back, though. I added him just to say welcome back to him.
Yeah, I think
he had a good Thursday night game.
Yeah, he had about 33 points.
It's risky playing players on Thursday night, but if it works out, it makes your team just look a whole lot better.
I know, but I don't put a lot of stock on it. I've come out of Thursday looking like, we have this percentage that says, they look at your projected and how your players have done that have played so far. And sometimes they'll say, oh, you're an 80% chance to win. And then I end up getting wrecked by the end of the weekend.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
But it is a great feeling when you come off Thursday. You had a player or two that overperformed going into the weekend. It helps your team out, obviously. Some struggling quarterbacks. Bryce Young, he only had about 3 points, which was 10 under projected.
Still won the game.
They still won, yes, and that's all that matters. I get that, but in the fantasy world, he only had 3 points. Cam Ward still not really performing well. Had about 6 points, which was 7 under projected. Tua about 8.5 points. He was 8 under projected. And Love, both those quarterbacks really didn't score much. He had 9 points. He was about 10 under projected. And Mahomes only had 10.5, and he was about 12 under projected. So, any quarterbacks this week that you think will do well? I have Nix for the Raiders. He's playing against the Raiders. Bo Nix, I think he will do well there. I have both quarterbacks in that, and Giants in that Bear game. I think they'll both do well. Dart and Caleb Williams. I don't think they'll be think it'll be a high scoring affair. The Bears seem to play a lot of high scoring games, and I like both those quarterbacks to do well. So
I think Baker Mayfield comes back and has a big game against the Patriots, which he needs to have.
yeah, I think I know the Patriots. A lot of people are hot on them, and they are a real good.
They are a good team.
They
look
are,
good.
yeah.
But
Drake May. I just got a feeling Buccaneers are going to handle them this weekend at home, coming off the bye, rested. But we'll get into our predictions a little later there. So do you want to jump into the receivers?
I do have receivers. I'm the weekly guy. I didn't do the whole year thing. I kind of forgot about that. I was
That's
slacking
okay.
on that.
We'll review the year or the halfway point after we get through this week's projections.
Okay, so I have Tyrell McMillan. He only had 6 points, and he was 500 projections, and they still won the game. But he dropped a wide open touchdown that he should have had. I have Debo Samuel. He had 6 points, and he was 800 projections. He's doing that with Terry out of the game. What is he going to look like with Terry back? I have Keenan Allen at 5 points, and he is 500 projections. That receiver group is widely underrated. I think they have some of the best receivers in the league.
There's so many of them, right? I mean,
Quentin Johnston,
go
Keenan
on,
Allen, Lad McConkey.
and now
There's so
Gatson,
many.
even their tight end, he can do well too.
Xavier Worley, 4 points. I think he's just going to keep on dropping with Rashee Rice coming back. Rashee Rice is stepping his game up and he's playing good. He's around like usually 15, 13 points a week. And the biggest underperformer is the guy that's getting paid $40 million a year. 1.6 points, 1,100 projections. I don't know. Seattle needs him anymore.
You're not holding a grudge. That would be DK Metcalf. Yep, I have him too. I also had Jacoby Myers. I know not a big name out there. I mean, he just got traded, but he only had 4 points and he was 700 projected. But what I bring up him for is why is he projected for 11 points? The guy,
Yeah,
I don't think
he's gotten like maybe 10 once.
Yeah, I think he said so. I thought he was projected real high. So very good. And I like McMillan. I like your guy to bounce back against New Orleans. New Orleans, people seem to score well against them. I like Olave at Carolina.
Oh, you like both of
I
those
like
receivers?
both those receivers.
Well,
I think
Olave doesn't have to deal with Rashid Shaheed no more.
no, he doesn't, and so he's going to get a lot more targets. And then DJ Moore came up on our list a little bit later when we go over. Um, when you go over the top performers, I like him against the Giants. So who was the top performers this week?
I would like to say I also like Alec Pierce this week. That's a weird one, but I think I'm going to throw a
For the
long shot.
Colts?
Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, Michael Pittman's also coming on, turning on Jets as well. But that means no more Tyler Warren. So I have a lot of overperforming receivers, and this one's a little weird, so I had to add it. Demario Douglas with 20 points, and he has 16 over projections. Like, who the hell is this guy? JSN had 20 points. He would have had more if he got to play the fourth quarter. Devontae Adams also had 20 points. These guys were all at like 20 exactly. He was 8 over projections. JSN was on his projections.
Mhm.
Forgot to say that. DJ Moore had 22 points, and he was 12 over. I forgot to talk about, I think Rome Odunze had 0 points this week. I think I forgot to put him in the under projections. But he had
I missed him too.
he literally had 0 points. And like, if you 47 points, you would think Roma Dunze would score maybe a little
Well,
bit.
and after the first couple of weeks, I think even I kind of thought this guy might make some noise this year, but he's kind of quieted down.
The guy with the best hands in the league, maybe T. Higgins. Holy crap, those catches were crazy.
He catches everything.
And then the number one with Triple Crown, Drake London had 36 points, and he was 24 over projection.
Yep, Mr. Triple Crown touchdown. So very good. Okay, let's look at some running backs. We'll start. I'll do what Levi did. We'll start with some strugglers. Okay, my guy JT struggled, which when your guy, one of your main guys struggle and you still get the win, it's a good feeling because you know that they're going to come
But
back
you
eventually.
can't get mad at that main guy because he's had 30 points every week.
And he leads league in touchdowns. So I'm not mad at him. I'm just saying it's kind of nice when these guys that you depend on or you count on don't do well, and then you still get the victory. So he had about 7 points, and he was 11 under projected. The guy I picked up, Tracy, thinking he was going to do pretty well. He was actually projected around 12, and he got 5 points, so he was 7 under projected. Jameer Gibbs, the gentleman who killed me the other couple of weeks ago, he only had 4.3 points. Where was that when I played him? And he was 12 under projected. Vidal had been coming on and stuff.
He's like every other week kind of guy.
Yeah, and he did. He was stringing a little bit of a streak there, but he only had 3 points and he was 10 under projected. And number one was Kamara that I have as far as lowest
Hang it
scoring,
up, buds. Hang it up.
1.2 points and
He's done.
9. Well, I think a lot of it too is they are always behind New Orleans. It
They
seems like so they got to
suck.
throw the ball, and he only had a point and basically 9 under projected, like I said. So all right, some top performers. Josh Jacobs hit the top 5. He had 18. He was just a couple points over projected. Kyron Williams, he had about 20 points, 19, 4 over projected. Manangai.
Kyle Magangai.
Okay, what's his name? Manangai.
Magangai.
23.3, 10 over projected. And Dowdle, your gentleman, 29 points. He was 20 over projected. Why is this guy only projected at 9 points after he's gone off, basically? I think he had a down week last week, didn't he?
Well,
But,
they were splitting snaps between the two of them, trying to figure out who the starter was.
well, if you ask me, he should be the starter and get the lion's share. And then number one was CMC McCaffrey. He had 33.8, which was about 14 over projected.
I play against him this week.
Yeah, so yeah, they're playing the Rams. Rams could give them a go there. So this week I do like Dowdle versus New Orleans. I like a lot of people against New Orleans. I like Gibbs at Washington. It's a given. Washington's falling apart basically, and I like Cook at Miami. I feel like Cook leads the league in rushes per attempt or yards per attempt, six yards per attempt, which is crazy.
I like Derrick Henry and ETN.
Do you think
Yeah.
Henry will make a noise? Okay. Yeah, Baltimore seems to be coming back here a little bit. So, all right, let's jump into those tight ends. What do you got there?
I only have a little bit of tight end over underperformers. Those are hard to find.
I did too. I had a hard time.
I had Tyler Warren. He only had 5 points and he was 5 under projections. I had Jake Ferguson, which he had 6 points and he was 2 under. And George Kittle with 4 points and he was 6 under projections.
And that's exactly what I had too. I had a tough time finding the tight ends. There was 2 that kind of went off, and then it kind of dropped down basically on scoring. And then who was our top performers this week?
Mark Andrews had 15 points, but the only points he got was 2 catches and 2 touchdowns. So I don't know if the volume is there. Sam Laporta had 18 points. He was 9 over. Dalton Kincaid had 21 points and he was 14 over. Colston Loveland, let's take me to Loveland. He had 28 points and he was 24 over. And then Brock freaking Bowers had 39 points and he was 28 over.
So he finally lives up to those people that drafted him early in the draft, and they just really
Some
haven't
people
gotten
benched him this week too.
And yeah, I know because he hasn't been consistent. He's been hurt, obviously. So a little note on Andrews. I think now that Lamar Jackson's back, I think he is going to get a little more action. He seems to be one of Lamar's kind of fallback guys. So I believe that his points, because he kind of is non-existent unless he gets that touchdown right. But I think he'll be a little more consistent going forward. I do like your guy Warren to come back. They're playing against Atlanta, or no? Yeah, is that who they're playing? Atlanta this week at home. And then I like Laporta at Washington. Again, they're playing Washington. I don't have to explain that. And then I do like Andrews at Minnesota. Again, I think that he is going to keep rolling a little bit with Lamar behind the helm.
And I like T.J. Hawkinson.
You like the Hawkinson. Okay, excuse me. Okay, So I'm just going to go over the defenses real quick. Top scorers this week. Number 5 was Atlanta. They had 17 points. Arizona, the Cardinals had 18 points, and Dallas had 19 points. How does that work? Arizona beat them by 10, and their defense outscored them. So 4 was Arizona at 18, Dallas 19 at 3, Tennessee 21, number 2, and Pittsburgh number 1 at 24. Pittsburgh's defense, the most expensive defense in the league, finally lived up to their cash. So kind of different names on this list: Arizona, Tennessee, Atlanta, names you wouldn't pick. So that's what we call fantasy. So and then kickers, we'll go through that. We had 5 of them that had 11: Reichert, Dicker, McPherson, and Santos. And then Pinheiro had 12 for San Francisco. Badgley had 12 also for, they tied for third basically. Little,
Record maker, he did
68.
it.
Didn't he hit a 68, right?
Yeah,
Did he tie it or break it?
he broke it.
Yeah. So he 15 points. And then your guy, Fairbairn,
which is in the dumps.
Yeah, he is hurt now, but he had 18. So those were your kickers that did well. Our waiver wire is pretty toast, but you may want to try Singletary. Singletary didn't do too bad. He got a little more touches now that the Scadaboo's out, and Tracy didn't really do real well.
He had just depends on how the Giants play, because I think Singletary was in there because he's more of a receiving back. I don't know, because they're also a team that plays from behind, but they have some gas in them. But Jackson Dart is also running QB. But Singletary might not be a bad option.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also scary because if you look at Tyrone Tracy, last year he did take the job and he did play pretty well.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping on, because I did pick him up. I was glad I was able to get him. I got Judy down here. Judy really hasn't paid off all year.
I don't like that.
Well, their quarterback situation is not so great. I say put in Shadur Sanders at this point. Cleveland, what do you got to lose, right?
I think Dalton Schultz is a good tight end pickup as well.
Yeah, so all right, so let's go into the halftime report. Okay, now this is our league again, a half point per reception. This is the top scorers in our league through week 9, the halfway point of the season. We'll start with some quarterbacks, okay, and then you can just pick up and you can do the receivers, okay?
Okay.
So starting number 10, well, give me a drum roll. Okay, number 10, Caleb Williams. He's got 180 points so far. Number 9, Jalen Hurts. He's got 206. Right above him at 207 is Prescott in number 8.
6-7.
Number 7 is Stafford at 209, so really close together on the bottom end here. Number 6 is Daniel Jones. So Daniel Jones, he had 211. Now we get to the top 5. Your guy, Josh Allen, is in the 5th spot, 214 points. Bo Nix, 216 in the 4th spot. Number 3, nobody had this guy, Drake May. He's 225 points. And a lot of people didn't even have this guy, Herbert. Herbert's number 2 at 231 points. And Mahomes, believe it or not, Patrick Mahomes, number 1 at 242.
Funny enough, the guy, or the top 2 quarterbacks, the guy has both of them in our league.
Yeah, and you have to realize too that some of these folks have played 8 games. Mahomes has played 9. So, they're not
It'll end up evening out.
I think points per game, my guy is number 1, Lamar Jackson. He's averaging about 30 a game, but of course he missed 3 or 4 games. But so when we get to the 3-quarter report, we'll be right before the last, or right after the last bye of the teams. So then everybody will play the last 4 weeks. They'll all play. At that point, everyone will have the same amount of games. It'll probably be a little more where we're at. But some surprising names there. Like I said, Drake May in there, Daniel Jones, of course, Bo Nix. And when I looked at what we did as far as the consensus, remember all the experts out there at the beginning of the year, they had Allen at number 1. He's currently at 5. They had Mahomes at 6. He's number 1. They had Hurts at 4. He's 9. They had Prescott at 10. He's 8. And then they had Nix at 8, and he's 4. So everybody else was a miss by the consensus. Herbert, May, Stafford, Daniel Jones, and Caleb Williams. None of them had it in the consensus.
But then then again, that's why it's called the NFL. There's still 7 weeks of fantasy left.
And then in my picks, I did put down what I had. I had basically the same ones that they did in the top 10, but I did have Herbert in there, so I had him at 7, and of course he's number 2. So why don't you jump into our receivers? Who's going off in this? You love this.
So at number 10, Jalen Waddle. I didn't expect him to be that high. I mean, he's having a good year without Tyreek. I don't know. Would Tyreek be here if he was still here? I don't think so.
Oh, he's playing well the last couple of weeks. My
Yeah.
goodness, he's.
At number 9, we have Ibuka. I think we didn't talk about him, but I think he has a good week this week. He's been struggling. He's had an injury, but he'll bounce back this week. He has 110 points. At number 8, Devontae Adams, touchdown merchant. He'll get like 4 touchdowns a game, but 30 yards. Number 7, we have Drake London, also 117. I don't know what else to say about him. At number 6, Michael Pittman. That's a shocker.
Yeah, no,
That's a shocker.
I did draft him a few years ago, and he was a disappointment. But and he didn't do well last year, but he's doing quite well.
At number 5, this is shocking. I thought he would be like number 1, Puka Nacua. He missed a little time, but he gets like 25 to 28 points a game.
I think if you go by points per game, he's probably number 1. I think he missed like 3 weeks. So
it's between him and JSN if you do that.
That's true.
At number 4, we have St. Brown, 140. At number 3, George Pickens, 141.
Nobody had him.
At number 2, Jamar Chase, the GOAT, with 158. And at number 1, the even better GOAT, JSN, with 161 points.
And again, the consensus only got 4 out of the top 10. They had Chase at number 1. They had St. Brown, who is currently at 6. They had Nacua in the 7th spot. He's currently 5. And then they had Drake London at 9, and he's currently 7.
That's what's crazy is about fantasy. You never know who's going to be up there.
That's right. You never know who's going to go 9-0 because it's never happened before. That's what's exciting. All right, very good. Let's go into some running backs. Number 10, Kyron Williams, 121 points. Number 9, your guy Dowdle. I mean,
only
now
3
if
games.
You want points per game, he would be right up there, 130 points. Jahmyr Gibbs is at 8th at 133. Josh Jacobs in 7th spot, 145. Javonte Williams, 149 in the 6th spot. Did not see him coming. Is it a chain or a chain? A chain. You say a chain, I say a chan. You say tomato, I say tomato. Okay. All right, a chain, 153. I know. Cook, 155 in the 4th spot.
He's a points per game guy, but he has had bad games.
And the guy that everybody in the consensus had, number 1, Bijan, is 3, so he's not getting
you
total
have him
washout.
You have him at 2, so
I
I'm
had him
thinking
at
your
2.
number 1 was Saquon.
157, I'm sure it was. CMC is number 2 at 204 points. There's quite a separation between 1 and 2. It goes from 204 from 2nd to 157 in 3rd. So he's at 204, and JT, Jonathan Taylor's number 1 at 218 points. So consensus-wise, they got about 6 of them right, so a little better on the backs. They had Gibbs at 2. He's in 8th. They had Jacobs in 9. He's in 7th. Had a chain at 7th spot, the consensus, and he's currently in 5th. Had Bijan in the 1st spot. He was projected number 1. Bijan is in 3rd. And then CMC was projected at 4th by the consensus, and he's in 2nd. And JT was 8th, and he's currently number 1. So, all right, jump into our tight ends.
At number 10, you have Brock Bowers, and that 39 points helped him get up here. At number 9, you have Hunter Henry with 75. Bowers also has 75. And then you have Laporta at number 8 with 79. At number 7, you have Kincaid, which recently just got picked up. He has 82 points. Dallas Goedert, another touchdown merchant, at number 6 with 88 points. At number 5, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce.
Travis Swift.
I wonder, is he going to take her last name, or is he going to take his? Or is she going to take his? He has 94 points. At number 4, Tyler Warren. He has 97 points. At number 3, you have Turd Ferguson with 101 points. At number 2, you have McBride with 103. And sadly, number 1 will not stick after this week with Tucker Kraft being out for the year with 105 points.
Yeah, that was terrible that he went out, but having a heck of a year. Well, he had a couple really crazy weeks. I know week 1 and then just recently. So not a big spread there either, and so there could be a lot of mix-ups. And the consensus basically got about 5 of those right. So that's kind of been the trend. That tells you how much consensus
People
knows.
actually know.
Exactly. So it is a crapshoot, but we do have a long way to go. And again, like I said, some of these players have only played 8 games as opposed to others playing 9. So we'll just go over defenses real quick. Denver is number 1 defense at 115 points. The Colts are number 2 at 107. The Bucks are number 3 at 102. The Rams are also at 102, so they're tied for third. And then the Texans and the Seahawks are both tied at fifth with 97 points.
And I have 2 of those defenses on my team.
Very good. So, and then the top kickers. Go ahead and give us what your kickers are. You can start with whatever.
Eddie Pinheiro with 88 points. I can't promise y'all know every first name. I think it's Chris Boswell with 88 as well. And then you have Dicker the kicker with 90. Brandon Aubrey with 93. And then the GOAT, Fairbairn with 95.
Yes.
The GOAT.
And I was talking about projections, consensus. They only had Aubrey and Dicker in the top 5 out of those 5 kickers. I actually got 4 out of the 5. I'm pretty impressed. So I know my kickers. So if you need to know about a kicker, call me, So I'm the guy that picked up Schrader, right? And he got hurt after 2 extra points. So I know what I'm doing on the kickers.
All right, let's get into Against the Spread.
Against the spread. And while we do that, you want to get our guest on the line there and see if she's available. We're going to be calling Grandma Helen. So Against the Spread, unless you want to wait here, I got beat again, 1-3, takes me down to 15-21. So after this week, I'll probably have to sell one of these lights or something. So, but I do never quit, never say never. I do have a few that I do like this week. I like the Bucks -2.5 against the Pats. I think they're going to win this game by more than a field goal. I like the Lions. They're 7.5 favorite. 7.5 points favored at Washington.
It's good to bet against your own team because if they win, you'll still be happy even if you get it wrong.
And I think that's a good bet. I think the Lions, after losing last week at home, I think they're going to be ready. And plus, they're probably still upset about us knocking out the number 1 seed last year. So, or were they 1 last year?
I think they were.
They were,
yeah.
So, Chargers, I like them. They're -3 against Pittsburgh. This one's a little iffy, but I believe
don't know.
at home, I think they're going to take care of Pittsburgh. And then I like the Panthers -5.5 against New Orleans at home. So Panthers are 5-4. I mean, how in the heck did they get to 5-4?
But we do have a clip of the week. Before we get into the predictions, I will play the clip on the screen. We won't be able to see it, but once I edit this, it will be on your screen, and it's a good one.
What is it?
I will show you off camera.
Okay. So, this is a family show. So, all right. So let's get Grandma Helen on the line. Is she available?
I'm sure she is, but I'm going to try and show you the clip of the week.
Okay, let's do the clip of the week.
I'm going to edit it into the screen, obviously, but we'll play it here. Just give me a second to find it.
Okay, so don't forget that we are with all our guests. Again, we have Grandma Helen today. We really want you guys to hit that like and that subscribe button, please. If you enjoyed the show, we are kind of 2 dorks on a couch, right? And this prize is still up. Our family is literally fighting over this, okay? So this beautiful fantasy football plaque, I'm trying not to get the glare on it because it's so beautiful. Look at that unicorn. The only bad thing is it looks like a Bronco. Yeah, luscious hair and everything. This will be awarded to whatever show with the guest on gets the most views. So they're literally just they're very excited about it. All our guests about this. So what's this clip of?
We're gonna put it on the screen and we'll be reacting to it off screen. So you won't watch. I mean, we'll just play it here.
Oh. There we go. Can it happen? Oh yeah.
Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Let's go!
That's our friend Sean, and we're excited that we want to get him on the show and stuff. Sean is a big Panthers fan, and he's been really
he's not a bandwagon either.
And he's been a long-suffering Panthers fan. They really have been struggling the last few years.
And our guest is here.
We have our guest on the line. So, hello, Grandma Helen. How you doing?
Well, I'm doing just fine. Hello there, my son Bob and my grandson Levi.
Okay.
You're all set, huh?
Well, yes, and we thank you for answering the call and everything, and we both love you very much, of course, Grandma. So appreciate you doing this, taking some time out from your busy life. What were you up to today? What'd you do today?
I was at the hospital all day. My sister's in the hospital. Leona's in the hospital.
Oh, is she doing okay?
Yeah, she's having a little heart problem. Yeah, she's 95, and she's just having a little pulsation in the heart, and hopefully they can get that straightened out. She's a strong girl.
Yes, she is. So we'll send her our best. We love her very much. So, just wanted to ask you about the weather up there. My mom, or Grandma Helen, we're going by Grandma Helen. This is Levi's grandma, my mom. Well, what's the weather? She lives in North Dakota, Bismarck, North Dakota. What kind of weather did you guys have today?
Well, today it was probably in the high 40s, and it wasn't too windy. It wasn't too bad, but last night we had a hard freeze, so a lot of windshield wipers had to scrape the windshield and such. Yeah, it's getting cold. It's getting North Dakota winter starting in.
I don't miss that. We were in the 80s, so we're kind of suffering here too. We're used to 90s and stuff. So we're going to ask you about your picks for football. Who's going to win the games, Grandma? We just want to ask you a little bit about your background with football. So when did you really start watching football, or do you watch it often?
You know what? I saw the very first Super Bowl football game with the Green Bay Packers. I can't remember who they played, but their coach was Vince Lombardi. And so we're going way back in the 60s. I know that, but I don't know exactly the year. And of course, Vince Lombardi is my all-time favorite coach.
Oh, so does that mean the Packers are your all-time favorite team?
Well, not really, but I do have a little heart for them. I should be more loyal to the Vikings, but I do care for our Packers too.
Okay, so you have a lot of teams that you like, right? Depending on the situation.
Pardon me?
You have a lot of different teams that you like, huh? Or depending on the situation, you said you like Green Bay, kind of. You like Minnesota. Is there any other teams that you like?
I like the Broncos. I guess I like the teams that my family's all like. I like the Redskins, the Commanders, but I don't know. I wasn't too pleased the way they played last week. Levi, your team came shining through.
Yeah, they did. They ended up not only beating us, but they broke my quarterback's arm. Yeah, that's what they did. So, okay, well, we're going to jump into these games. Thank you again for joining us. We're going to ask you the games. You tell us who you think's going to win, okay? There's no right or wrong answer, believe me, okay?
Okay, I'll try my best. I don't know these teams,
well,
all of them.
Okay.
Well, pick what your heart desires.
How many did you get right last week?
I was 10-5.
10-5. So you have got a big lead on me. You are 89. Hang on there, folks. Sorry about that. You are 89-46. Sorry, Mom. We're just going to go over our record real quick. You're 89-46.
And 1.
And I went 5-9.
Wow.
How'd you go 10-5? There's only 14 games.
Oh, then I went
5-10 or 9-5. Better count them up. Oh, we got a discrepancy. We got to get our accountant on there. I'm going to get my lawyer too. So anyway, so I went. Hang on, just hang on.
I had 4 wrong, so I went 10-4.
10-4. So basically you got an 8-game lead. I went 5-9. I got 81 wins. You got 89 wins. So you're 8 games up on me, but it's only halfway there. So you could end up beating me by 20 the way it goes. So, okay, Grandma, you ready?
Thursday night, we got the
I'm just gonna
Raiders
ask
and
you
the
one
Broncos.
question.
What?
Is there a prize for getting a lot? Is there a prize if you get it all right?
Well, okay, so we are giving away a plaque to the person. We have a guest every other week, basically, and whoever gets the most views on our podcast, that guest will get this plaque. It's a fantasy football plaque. So I know you want to play for this because I'm sure you've got a spot at home all picked out for it, right? So I've held the plaque up earlier in the show. So when you watch this podcast, and Levi's holding it up right now, and of course you can't see it, but you will when you watch the show. You're going to want this. Okay. Believe me, everybody wants it. So, okay. So we're going to start with Thursday night football. Levi, what's the first game?
Raiders at the Broncos.
Okay. So we're saying the Raiders at the Broncos, Grandma. Who do you think will win?
I'm going to have to go with the Broncos.
Okay. Broncos it is. Levi, who do you have?
That's a good start.
Brad's son-in-law, that's a Bronco fan. Okay.
Okay.
That's a good start because I'm going to agree with our guest.
Okay, I'm going with Grandma too. Grandma knows best. Okay. All right, next game. This is
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning at 7:30 your time. There's going to be a football game on. It's the Atlanta Falcons at the Indianapolis Colts. So the Falcons or the Colts? Who do you want, Grandma?
I want the horses, Colts.
Okay, she's going with the horses, and I'm going with the horses too.
I think they will bounce back.
Look at this. We all agree. All right, you should be doing your own show, Grandma. All right, Levi, what do you got next?
So this is getting into the normal Sunday. We got the Giants at the Bears.
Giants at the Bears, Grandma.
Well, I tell you, those Bears are growling, but I'm going to go with the Giants.
Okay.
I like Michael Ray.
Ooh, Michael who?
Well, those 5 commentators that are on usually before on Fox football.
Oh, Michael Strahan.
Strahan, yeah, Michael Strahan. I like him, and I like the other guy, Steve. What's his name? Terry Bradshaw.
Okay, well, I don't think either one are playing, but okay.
I know they're not, but I go with the teams that they used to go with. Michael used to be with the Giants.
Okay, so you're going Giants.
Well,
that makes sense.
She said it best. The Bears are growling, and I'm going with the Bears.
I'm going Bears, too. So we have our first disagreement. Are you okay with that, Grandma? All right, here we go. We got the Cleveland Browns at the New York Jets. Everybody's waiting for this game.
We should have got tickets for this
The
one.
Seahawks?
No,
the Browns?
No, the Browns at the Jets. New York Jets.
Oh, the Jets. Okay, that's Aaron Rodgers. I'm going with the Jets.
Aaron Rodgers.
Okay, that was last year, Grandma, but you're right. You're going with Jets. Okay, I am too.
I'm not. I think the Browns' defense will be way too disruptive for them.
So Levi's the only one going with the Browns. Okay, what's next, Levi?
So you jumped out of order, but I got the Bills at the Dolphins.
Bills at the Dolphins. Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins. Who do you like?
I'll have to go with the Bills.
The Bills.
They're kind of have their own game, you know.
Oh. What do you mean by that?
That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, we're back on track because I swerved off a little bit, but I'm back on track with the guest.
Yep, we're all agreeing on the Bills, so let's go Bills. Okay. All right, how about we've got the New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers.
Oh gosh.
That's what I
think I'll go with Carolina.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Are you doing that for Sean?
You know, Sean.
Is that what he is?
Yeah, he's a Panther. Yeah.
Oh, the Saints. I don't know. I haven't seen them play lately. I don't know. I don't get all these channels like you guys do.
Okay.
I get the Vikings and the Vikings and the Vikings.
Okay. So
I'm gonna go with the Panthers.
I'm going with the Panthers. So we're all going with the kitty cats, the Panthers. What's next, Levi?
Oh, here we go. I wonder what's going to be said about this one. Ravens at the Vikings.
The Ravens at the...
Oh, my gosh. I got to go with the Vikings. I got to go with the Vikings.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's McCarthy's back again.
Oh, well, you know, Wentz is not playing anymore, you know.
I know. I feel bad for him. I do. Such a good North Dakota boy, but what can I say?
Yeah.
What can I say?
Well, I'm gonna go the other way. I'm going Baltimore must-win game. They're still in it. Their division is close. Or yeah, it's close. It's close. They still have the chance to beat the Steelers. Steelers are playing good, but I think the Ravens will take this one.
I like the Ravens too. So we're going against the Vikings, Grandma. Sorry, we moved away and we left the Vikings. So
Well,
okay.
we live far apart.
All right. So now we got the New England Patriots at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who do you like?
Let's see. Tampa Bay is a nice Florida one. Yep. Let's see. I think I'll go with the Patriots.
Oh,
all right. Nice. Wow, that was out of nowhere. So I like the Buccaneers in this one.
I think this is the game of the week. I think it's a really good game. It'll be close. I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay, so we got 2 Bucks and a Patriot. Okay. Next.
Thank you, Levi.
No, why? He went with the Buccaneers. Sorry.
All right.
Who did I go with?
The Patriots, you said.
Oh my gosh, I guess you're right. Okay, I'll stay with the Patriots.
Okay, you'll probably be right.
Our last Sunday, 11 a.m. our time, is the Jags at the Texans.
The Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans.
Oh, I'll take Jacksonville.
Okay. I'm going with Jags
Texas
too.
This is a tough pick for me.
Yeah, it was.
The Texans only score field goals apparently, so I'm gonna have to go with Jacksonville here.
Okay, so we all agree on the Jaguars. Okay, so this is probably the biggest one for my son here and in the Valley. We got the Arizona Cardinals playing at the Seahawks. Who do you want?
Oh, I gotta go with the Seahawks. Oh my gosh, my baby. I gotta go with him.
Oh, we're going with my baby. I'm taking Seahawks too.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
Yeah.
BS.
Really?
No.
Yeah, you would never.
We're gonna put that belt to ass.
Ooh,
ETA.
Your grandson just said ass on the TV. My
He
goodness.
did. Oh my gosh.
What a
I'm gonna
dumbass.
have to come down and what?
You're gonna have to come down and what? Straighten him
I have
out.
to come down and talk to that boy.
We hope you do. We're looking forward to it.
All right, our big game here for the division. Both of these teams have 6 wins, and it is a big game. Rams at the 49ers. 49ers beat them once, but who knows?
All right, Grandma. The Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers.
I'm going to go with 49ers.
Okay, I knew you would because of Linus, right?
Right.
That's my brother.
I'm
You got
going
it.
them Rams.
I told you I got relatives that have names that they like, so I go with them.
Okay,
I like Rams.
We both like the Rams. Sorry, we're
professionals.
Yeah, we're professionals. We don't take our personal likes into
Okay.
it. So.
That's a lie because last week you switched his pick from the Seahawks to the Commanders.
I know, and I almost had it. We wouldn't have broke my arm. So okay, so now we got the Detroit Lions at the Washington Commanders. Who you got in that one?
Oh gosh, I have to go with the Lions. They didn't play too.
What happened to that whole? What happened to that? I go with my family life.
I know they should have stayed. They should have stayed the Redskins. I think they'd have been more vicious. I don't know, but it's sad.
You know, that's a good sign that you're not going senile, at least, because I'm actually taking the Lions too.
And I third that.
Yeah, if you would have said Commanders, I would have probably put you in the home. Okay.
Sunday
the
night.
way they played this last time, I felt sorry for them. I did. I just it's really sad.
That's why we play football. We want sympathy. That's right. So
okay, well, I think both of these primetime games are really good, actually. Steelers at the Chargers on Sunday night.
Pittsburgh Steelers at the Los Angeles Chargers. And you probably remember them as the San Diego Chargers.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Chargers. I don't know. The Steelers are okay. I'm going with the Chargers.
I am too.
I am 3.
Okay. All right. Our last game, the Monday night game. The Philadelphia Eagles are at the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, I got to go with the Pack.
Okay, she's going Packers.
I feel so bad. Tucker Kraft got hurt. Oh, our South Dakota boy.
Oh, now you got the North Dakota boy out, the South Dakota boy out.
Who's next?
I know.
And then you still got Adam Thielen, the Minnesota boy. He's still playing, right?
Yep, that's right.
I
For
hope
Vikings. Yep.
you better watch it. He better get insurance because he might be going next.
Oh no! Can't have him go.
Hopefully not. I don't want that to happen.
No.
Okay, so go ahead. Who do you got? Eagles.
I have the Eagles.
He's got the Eagles. I got the Packers. I just feel like they're going to win this one at home.
Lost to the Panthers. All right.
Well, the Panthers are 5-4. They're no slouches. So, Grandma,
Yes.
you did great.
Thank you.
You were all nervous, Next time,
Thank you.
maybe do your hair a little bit next time.
And
Okay.
maybe next
Sounds
time,
good. I hope I win the plaque.
next time, make sure we can
You
see
can mail
you.
it to me. No, you can save it for me when I come down. Okay.
Yes, we're looking
Yeah,
forward
but
to that.
next time you're on the show, hopefully we can see you.
Yes, yeah, maybe we're going to have shows when you're down here during the playoffs and everything. So everybody's going to get to meet Grandma Helen. Maybe we'll try to bring in all our guests, the ones that are here.
I'm sure we'll be
there
able
you go.
to because of the graduation.
Yeah, our Super Bowl show, we're bringing everybody in. So well, thank
Good.
you so much for taking the time. I know you guys are an hour ahead there. You're probably getting ready to go to bed. So we wish you well.
Well, thank you. This was fun. I was a little nervous, but I think it's a lot of fun. You call me again.
We will. Thank you again. We got to go, okay?
Okay.
We love you.
Bye-bye, boy.
Say goodbye.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye-bye, honey.
Goodbye. So,
And that was a word from our special guest, and that was a lot of fun.
Grandma Helen.
I think that was one of our best special guests yet. It's up there with Dory and who's it, Dogman?
Mm-hmm. And when Levi
Birdman,
and I
Birdman.
talked about doing this podcast, she was the first one that we said we got to get on her. If you watch football with my mom, his grandma,
She'll be sleeping on the couch, and she'll wake up and something crazy will happen, and she's like, "Get him! Get him!
Why are you letting him run like that?" And she's funny to watch football with. Believe me, it's more entertaining. I just soon turn the announcers down and listen to her. So anyway, well, let's wrap up this show
Power ranking
with our power rankings. All right, you want to go first, or
Yep. At number 11, I have the 49ers at number 11. Do you want to go back and forth, or do you want to wait for the top 5 to go back and forth?
no? We'll go wait top 5. Do your 10 through 6.
So at number 11, I have the 49ers. At number 10, I have the Broncos. I'm still not sold on them yet. At number 9, I have the Patriots. Not sold on them yet. At number 8, I have the Chiefs. At number 7, I have the Buccaneers. And at number 6, I have the Lions.
Okay. I have the Packers. My honorable mention, number 11, basically, is the 49ers as well. I have the Packers at number 10. And then I have the Broncos at 9. And I got the Patriots at 8. I have the Lions dropped down. They were 2, I believe, last week, down to 7. And I got the Bucks at 6.
And now we're on to our top 5. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I'll start. Number 5, I got those Philadelphia Eagles that I can't stand.
And at number 5, I have the Philadelphia Eagles that I can't stand.
Okay, who's your 4? 4? You want to go this
Your
time?
turn.
4, the Indianapolis Colts. They dropped from number 1 down to my 4 spot.
4, Buffalo Bills.
Okay. My 3 spot is the Seattle Seahawks.
2 weeks ago, he didn't even have them in there.
So,
At number 3, I have the Indianapolis Colts.
okay. And number 2, I have the Los Angeles Rams.
At number 2, I have the Seattle Seahawks.
And number 1, I got the Buffalo Bills.
And at number 1, I have the Rams.
Okay, so we're kind of close there, a little bit off and stuff, but the one thing, the Patriots, look out for them. I believe more in the Patriots than I do the Broncos.
I feel like the Broncos are just gonna weirdly just crumble all of a sudden.
Yeah, they've been kind of winning by smoke and mirrors, winning these 15, 16 games and stuff like that. So I think that will catch up to them. But a lot of times these teams that end up in the playoff, obviously in the playoffs and top seeds, they win those close games. So that's a mark of a team that can come through when they need to. So all right, so what a great show! Excited. I hope I'm kind of rooting for Graham Allen to win this plaque, but I don't really try to play favorites. What do you think?
Just make sure you look out for the Seattle Seahawks going to the Super Bowl. I just making sure y'all know that because we're going.
You're just gonna freak him out if they do. So they sure look like a pretty solid team. Now they added
Rashid Shaheed.
Yep, Shaheed, or what is it?
Rashid Shaheed, the
Shaheed.
fast little guy.
So just gonna make JSN that much more open too. So a lot of fun things going on in football. We're gonna wrap up this show. We thank you for joining us. Anything you want to add there?
JSN, 2,000 yards. Adios.
Adios.